Bonjour. Just kidding, wrong country. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rewers, and today I am doing another bookish vlog for the month of June. So excited to be doing this. I literally just got done editing my May one for this month. I'm in Japan right now. I don't know what kind of view I have. First thing for June book vlog. This is probably the month where I can read the most books because I get to go home for about 3 weeks and I can do whatever I please. My goal this month is probably to read 5, maybe 8 books, 10 books. Maybe. That's my bookish goals. The plane ride from Hawaii to here is about 8 hours. In those 8 hours, I read 2 books. So the first book that I read in the month of June is Animal Farm. This book I've had on my shelf for a while. This was one of the first books I bought last summer. I read this pretty quick. I think it's like 3 hours it took me, maybe 2.5, really not long. Playlist was actually really good. Playlist fun with this one because you wouldn't expect there to be that good of a playlist. Book. I didn't really understand what this book was, but I always know that George Orwell has underlying issues about society and how it's ruled and run and how people conform and all this politicalness of it. It opens up with these animals and their farmer and how they are overworked and they're constantly giving and they're never receiving anything good because the farmer one time forgets to feed them and they're like, this is it, we're gonna overthrow our farmer and we're gonna be in charge. I don't know how literal to take it, if that makes sense, because animals obviously aren't going to do that, but it's such an interesting concept. Going into this, I was kind of bored. I will say that. But as I started reading more and you create a very quick and small connection with the animals in this book and you see how who's loyal and who's not and what happens with all that stuff, it's actually very interesting. But I finished the book and I was like, wow. The main quote, I can say this because it's on the back of the book, but it says, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. It is a very interesting book when you're looking at it from the perspective of this, because I feel like it could be applied at any point in history, current society and times. So I ended up giving this a 3.75 out of 5 stars. For my second book that I read in the month of June, I listened to this on Spotify and it's Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. I've seen a lot of stuff from different YouTubers of them reading it, and I think I've seen some stuff on Goodreads or just book apps in general showing a lot of praise for this book, and I was really interested in it, but I didn't really want to buy it, if that makes sense. It was just something that I always had in the back of my mind that I was really curious and interested to read because I grew up watching Jeanette McCurdy on iCarly. It's just really interesting because there's so much more stuff coming out nowadays about child actors, and basically doing a whole memoir on it and calling these people out, being honest, is really great and shedding light on this topic. I ended up not rating it. Those are the 2 books that I've read so far in June, so I'm already on a great start. Hi, we are in a different location now. I downloaded the Kindle app. What? I was like, maybe there's some book I can read on there that I don't really care about, because I was itching to read a book. I needed to feel something. I don't have Kindle Unlimited, but if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you can get free books on there as well, and you can download them. It's called Prime Reading. Downloaded 6 books. But I just thought I'd show you guys that I did that because, dare I say, I've been reading on my phone. I kind of like it. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe what if I get like a Kindle? Because I can read whenever, you know what I mean? And I love having a physical book. I'm never gonna stray away from that, but I get it. Like, I get the Kindle hype. And I know literally in my last video, I said I will never become a Kindle girly. Here I am, maybe becoming one, slowly but surely. Because it's just so convenient, and it just makes sense when you're traveling not to carry books around. So the book that I'm reading right now is The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donnelly. It is about 2 abducted girls, one who returns, one who doesn't. The night they go missing, high school seniors Nicole Cuddy and Megan McDonald are at a beach party in their small town of Emerson Bay, North Carolina. Police launch a massive search, but hope is almost lost until Megan escapes from a bunker deep in the woods. A year later, the best-selling account of her ordeal has made Megan a celebrity. It's a triumphant story except for one inconvenient: Nicole is still missing. Nicole's older sister Olivia, a fellow in forensic pathology, expects that one day soon Nicole's body will be found and her sister's fate determined. Instead, the first clue comes from another body, that of a young man connected to Nicole's past. Olivia reaches out to Megan to learn more about the fateful night. Other girls have disappeared, and she's increasingly sure the cases are connected. Megan knows more than she revealed in her book. Flashes of memory are pointing to something more monstrous than she described. And the deeper she and Olivia dig, the more they realize that sometimes true terror lies in finding exactly what you've been looking for. Doesn't that kind of sound interesting? I just wanted a thriller, and none of the popular thrillers were available on this, so I figured I could just crank out these books while I'm in Japan, going on the bus to places, and then flying back home. because I like listening to audiobooks, but I also like reading it. I'm 15% into this book. 5 hours and 27 minutes left in this book, so I'll probably finish this by like the end of the week, just depending on how often I'll pick it up. That's my reading update. We're currently in Osaka. Hi, I thought I'd check in while I read my book today on the way back from the aquarium in Japan. We were on the bus for a bit, so I read my book. I'm currently 93 pages in of 432. I'm 21% through. I feel like he's telling me a lot of stuff and not showing. So I've heard a lot of people describe that in books, and I never really picked that up, but I think that is what's happening right now in this book. It's interesting and I'm really trying to get into it, but it's slow. I don't know, I'm just having a hard time picturing it. I don't know if it's just because I'm reading it not in a book form and I'm not really used to reading on my phone, and nothing really is picked up besides one plot point, so I'm waiting to see where that goes. But so far so good. I would just say it feels like the story's being told to me and the writing's very dry. So I finished The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donnelly. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I ended up rating it a 3-star. The beginning was so slow, but I was interested. It piqued my interest. The middle started to get interesting, and there were different people who could have become suspects, and I was like, I've already solved this book. I know what's happening. I didn't. I was way off. I didn't guess the ending at all. And there were some loose ends that he closed at the end of the book. I'm also up to date on my Goodreads. I checked my Goodreads app today. That's my 13th book that I've read this year. If I go on my 2024 reading challenge, okay, it lied to me, because look at now, never mind. This says I'm 9 books behind. I knew I was not caught up, because there was no way. I was like 13 books and I'm halfway through the year right now, and my goal is 50. It's not even accurate. I'm 9 books behind. These are all the books that I have read this last year, and I'm only going to leave some of them here, and then I'm going to take the rest back. Hi guys, so I am about to leave to go back home. I'm so excited, and I've been packing my books, which you guys saw. I was looking on TikTok and I saw a video and it was super sad, and I was like, what book is this for? Guess what book it's for? Wait, I don't even know what it's for. If He Had Been With Me, or If She, wow, I am terrible. If He Had Been With Me, that's the book. And my mom, right up here, all these Spider-Man books, she wrapped me books up from home that I already had, and I was gonna do like a blind dates with books. I'm still gonna do that. I'm just going home for now, so I probably will do that when I come back, July, August vibe. But I think I need to bring If He Had Been With Me, because I've seen so much of it and I'm ready to cry. Because she gave me If He Had Been With Me, Shatter Me, I wanna say like Malibu Rising's in there, I don't know. But the problem is, and why I brought you guys out, is because we're gonna play a little roulette with these books. So these are the 6 books she sent me. I have no clue what one's what. So I'm gonna try and use my skills to figure out what these are without fully opening all of them. This is like shooting in the dark fully. I know it was like a glossier, like a thicker book. I look so, I'm like feeling so stupid right now, because I don't want to open all of them, because I still want to keep them a surprise. Dang it. It might be this one. I'm gonna keep that there. Is there like a heart indentation on the front of it? So there are lollipops on it. I wonder if, I just don't know how my mom wrapped these. I don't know if she wrapped them like front cover. 400 pages. So what does 400 pages look like? I mean, that could vary so much. Just depends on the font, but that's about the thickness. All right, we're gonna dive into this. I feel like this one's Shatter Me or something. Watch it not. Could you imagine if I get this on the first try? Okay. I'm gonna go with my first guess. I think it's this one. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try and unwrap this as neatly as I can. My mom did such a good job. I feel so bad. No way. Wait. You guys. Wait. If He Had Been With Me. It's the way I'm good at this, you guys. This is insane. Oh my gosh, that has to mean something. Like, what does that mean for me in the future? Do I get a reward for this? I don't think we understand how intense this is. Thanks, Mom, for wrapping, by the way. It's the way I just knew. That's how you know, like, I'm meant to be reading this right now. Wow. So anyways, I thought I mentioned that I'm bringing this home. I'm probably gonna have to put it in my carry-on because my bags are both 45 pounds. I have to say goodbye to my bookshelf for the time being and go home to my other books. Currently back home. Start off, we have a little book haul, of course. I have been reading a little on my phone with the Kindle app and then also physical copies. So I got a couple books coming home. I also got a new one today, so I'll show you guys that. So the first book that I got is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I'm very excited to read this. This is her new release. I feel like I've seen better reviews of this book than the second book that she released. The next one I got, Allie Hazelwood's Not in Love. You guys, I am currently on page 157, highlighting tabs, underlining this man right here, Eli. But this one's been great. I absolutely love this book. I'm very interested to see how it ends. And then one I got today is When in Rome. There's this bookstore near me that's discounted. I got this for $7. This looks like it's in great condition. I think the only thing is just a little scuffed up here, but I'm pretty sure someone bought this and then never read. My mom bought me Practice Makes Perfect, and I think you should read this one even though they're not connected. The characters from this book are in Practice Makes Perfect. So those are all of the books that I've physically gotten. Also, Reckless comes out July 2nd. And I have about 2 weeks, and I pre-ordered it off Barnes and I got the special edition, but I think I'm gonna have to go to Barnes here in my hometown and go and get it. I've been reading Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This is the Gold Rush Ranch series, and I'm currently on page 218 of 380. It says I have an hour and 9 minutes left in the book, and it's starting to get good. So I am liking it. I'm trying to read downstairs right now. This dog, leave me alone. Benny. I'm gonna sit down and he's gonna attack me. He's yawning because he acts like it's not true. It is. Look at this. My parents are like redoing the house. So there's not a lot of space. Ben! Oh, he's like stepping at my legs. I don't want to cuddle right now. Look at him. Yeah, that's a good, this is where I'll be. Reading with my friend Benny. No. Benny's eyeing my tripod. He's gonna eat it. I'm about to just go sit outside. I've come out here to read because I just need some privacy out here, and it's really pretty out and bright, and I feel like I haven't been outside all day because I had class. So I have an hour and 6 minutes left in the book. I'm at 62% and it's getting good. So I'm just gonna try and finish it right now. I think I could binge it in the next hour, so that's what I'm gonna do. Benny, what's that? Benny, what's that? I don't think you're supposed to have that, Benny. This isn't, he can't have this. And he was just running around with it. Hi, Ben. Thank you. Ready? Good. Go. I really hope there isn't a third act breakup in this book because I feel like we've already been through so much with these two. It's actually boiling hot out here. Wow. You're so cute, Betty. I'm having. No! It is sunning out today. Nice evening. It's currently 8 o'clock. Who would have thunk it, right? I'm gonna finish that book. I have about 30 minutes left with it. I'm on page 223 of 380. I like it. It's good. I feel like I would like her Chestnut Spring series. I'm pretty sure they had a character in here that was from that book. I just love these books. This one's pretty good. I'm gonna finish this one. I'll let you guys know how much I like it. It's a cat toy, not Benny's toy. Benny, look. He's like chewing on like a wooden stick. Sylvie. baby. Her and Benny are like this. They're besties. Ben, is that the kitty? What are you doing, you creeper? Hi. Benny's like, are you almost done? That was cute. That took me way longer than 20 minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. I really did like it. The epilogue started very wild for a second. I was like, what happened to hello? What happened to how are you? It was cute though. I just want to read her Chestnut Spring series, and then I think I want to continue with this one. I don't know what I want to rate it. It's not a 5-star for me, that's for sure. I definitely liked it. I just thought it was slow and I didn't really connect well with the characters. But this was like my first horse cowboyish romance. He's not really a cowboy, he's like a business guy, but like, I don't know, I liked them, but they just weren't my favorite and I didn't really mind the book. But it was also like one of the first books that I've read on the Kindle app and like reading on the phone, and I think it's different like actually reading it in person physically with the book, because I feel like you can be more involved in the book, and maybe that's just something I'm making up, but that's just how I feel. I think I'm probably gonna give it like a 3.75, maybe a 4. 3.75 I think fits best. And I'm pretty sure this was one of her earlier releases, but it was still cute. A little haul of random goodies that I got while I'm home or that I ordered to come home. I bought some jewelry off of Ana Luisa, and I thought I'd show you guys because I wear these earrings all the time and they're my absolute favorite. Okay, sorry, I had to get a new battery and change my SD card, or else I was showing you guys. I got these little studs. Probably put these on my thirds. The reason I got these is because I live in Hawaii and I go to the beach and I don't like to take off my jewelry. So if I can keep it on while I'm in the water and it not rust, perfect. And Ana Luisa jewelry doesn't rust, so little huggy hoops, and they have like little indentations. I don't know if you guys can see them. Obviously the goal for those are to put them in my seconds. As I was checking out, it popped up on the screen. It was like, would you like to buy mystery earrings for 25 bucks? Here's the thing. Ana Luisa is obviously pretty pricey, so I was like, 25 bucks for a pair of earrings is pretty good in terms of what the other ones cost, and like, why not? So look at how pretty these are. These are more huggies. I feel like these could go on my thirds maybe, but they're little stars. Like, look how pretty theirs are. I'm very happy with that. The next thing that I got, I'm so thankful for. The clothing brand is House of Jupiter. If you're like in the book community, you know, I think, what that thing is. And let me show you. I asked my mom for these and my dad ended up buying them for me, so thanks, Dad. It's House of Jupiter. Here's their information if you guys are curious about it. But I got 2 crew necks. You guys, I love these so much. Okay, so I got a navy one. I feel like I look really good in blues, so I got this navy one. They had a green one in this, but it says written by Emily Henry, and I got a little size bigger. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. The second one, first of all, look how pretty this color is. It matches my nails perfectly. Love that. And it's a crew neck, another crew neck. I love crew necks. Darling. And then it says my pretty pay. Look at this thing, you guys. Oh, so cute. And this is, obviously, if you guys don't know, this is from Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I love that book. I just got an Amazon package today because I got Off to the Races. I finished Off to the Races on the Kindle app, and this is where the 6th cycle will begin, where I will read books on a Kindle or digitally, and I have to buy the book. I'm pretty sure Bloom is coming out with different covers for these, so the second one isn't out, but I am probably gonna read it. I don't know. Once I get my Kindle, doors will be open for me. I have to be really quiet because it's 12:39 in the morning. Just got done doing Spanish homework, so that's why I'm up right now. But guess who went to Target today? Me. I got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is her new release. I gotta get ready for bed still, but I am going to read this tonight. I'm gonna start it. It doesn't honestly seem like it will take that long. I don't know. I'm really excited to read this. I've seen a lot of stuff about this, so it's definitely more spicy than her other ones. I'm so excited. I miss Ali Hazelwood's writing, so I hope this hits. So I will update you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. I don't really know what this book is about. I just know that it's surrounding food industry business, and I think he's trying to come in and like buy her company out or something like that. I'm kind of going into this blind. All the books that I've been reading recently, the female main character are described as tall, and I know there is a wide range for women of what's like tall. I'm 6'4". Tall rules for the win, I guess. So I just had to update that because I thought that was fun. Hi Benny. I don't really want to play right now. I'm on page 281. This book might be one of my favorites from her. I just love Eli. Eli is... I also made my own playlist for this book because the ones I found I didn't really like, and I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I think I've said it before in the past and I'll say it again. Ali Hazelwood's Men. They're too good. Hi. Okay, earlier you saw me finish Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I needed a moment to gather my feelings and my thoughts. I love this book. I didn't over tab it like I have with other books in the past, like other Ali Hazelwood books. Ali Hazelwood knows what she's doing and I will never argue with her. For Ali Hazelwood books, I would say it's Love Hypothesis, Not in Love, Love Theoretically, and then Love on the Brain. I haven't read Bride or Check and Mate. I loved Eli. I love the plot. I love everything about it. More spicy than her other books. I still felt like this had a plot and it wasn't all just spice. It wasn't one like a Wattpad story. She really developed Eli's character. I'm gonna give this a 5-star. It's between like a 4.75 to a 5-star, but because it's Ali Hazelwood, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. It's the way that both of them were collegiate athletes and they said Rue was tall, and because I'm a tall girly, tall representation, yay! She's like, no, she's tall, she's athletic. And he was a hockey player. I'm a sucker for hockey players in romance books, and I got that sense from him and some of the stuff he said. I was like, there's the hockey player in him. I am 3 books behind schedule, and that is better than the 10 books that it said I was. So I started reading or listening to Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's another short story. The description says the repercussions of an illicit affair unfold in the story of Taylor Jenkins Reid. So basically, this woman finds these letters in her husband's briefcase, and it's insinuating that there's an affair going on. So she writes to the woman's husband saying that she found these papers and that she wants to let him know because it's the right thing to do, and that if he wants to see the papers, write her back. So far I'm like 15 pages in. There's like 88 pages. Ken and Janet are the 2 people in the affair. David and Carrie are the 2 people who are like the victims of the affair. I'm liking it. It's kind of interesting. Tell me why I am gasping. I'm literally on page 85 of 88. I'm gonna finish this right now on camera and then I will come back to you guys. This is insane. I knew it. I called it. I literally wrote it in my notes. It's on there. Anyways. I knew going into this that it was like kind of iffy because it was Taylor Jenkins Reid and I have some bones to pick with her and how she writes her books, but in the end, thinking back to every book that I read of Taylor Jenkins Reid, she always ends it perfect. Like her books are always, I always end up thinking about them after. I want to be in denial and be like, no, like, you know what, it's not like a 5-star, maybe 4, maybe 3.75, whatever. And then I'm thinking about it later. I'm like, hold on. If you have Amazon Prime, download the Kindle app right now on your phone. You don't even need a Kindle for it. Get Evidence of the Affair, or somehow it's literally 88 pages. Since Divine Rivals, I am a sucker for like pen pal, penmanship letter. I love letters and books. They're so intimate and like emotional, and this book kills me. This is literally not even a book, it's a short story. I'm like freaking out over this. I don't even want to go to bed right now. It's midnight. I need to go to bed. Oh my god. And the playlist. Evidence of, I like want the physical. Is there a physical copy of this? Oh, it's only an ebook. I need to like frame it. Like I genuinely, there were parts where my jaw was just open. Oh my god, I cannot. That book, like this short story, so good. Taylor Jenkins Reid actually redeemed herself, and I may even consider reading her other books. Wow, I'm gonna give that a 5 stars. I'm actually, I can't even talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. Please read it. It's literally 88 pages, and if you don't read anything and this is the only book you read this year, it'll be so worth it. Oh my god, I can't. I literally can't right now. But I was thinking throughout the book, so like, this is what I think is so great about Taylor Jenkins Reid now that I think about it, and why this short story is so powerful and good, because we see it slowly through letters. And in the book, obviously, Carrie's husband and David's wife are having a physical affair, and it is emotional in some sense, but majority of it and the reasoning for Ken's feelings towards Janet is physical. It's everything that Carrie lacks as being a woman. And this is set in like the 70s too, so it's very like man at work, woman at home type of vibe. As David and Carrie started writing letters to each other, a lot of it was when they were in fragile and emotional states of their lives, because having that person like Carrie did with David in a moment of weakness, there's vulnerability. Walls are down, they could be up to, but from what it seemed that they let their guard down for each other because it was a similar situation and they could relate to one another. And a lot of times it's mentioned that they're like, they feel like they're alone, but they have each other, and that is an emotional connection. Obviously it's double-sided, because in the whole time that they're having these conversations through letter, and their spouses are still physically cheating on them, in a way David and Carrie were also cheating on their spouses because they were having like an emotional affair. An emotional affair might be more damaging than a physical affair, because emotional is like the raw, vulnerable parts of someone, while physical, it's just very surface level. And all of it's very vanity. And like emotional, it's like you're seeing the person for who they are, and that makes their outer beauty or like outer looks more beautiful or more attractive. So I don't know, I thought I'd share my thought on that because I'm in a thought-provoking mood. I have to go to bed. Last night I started This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I once again started. I literally read the prologue and that was it. This book is about Lucy and Bridget, and they are best friends. Lucy ends up going to Prince Edward Island on like a vacation because Bridget's family's from there. Lucy ends up getting there earlier before Bridget and meets Felix. They have a night together, and then they come to find out that Felix is actually Bridget's brother. So there's like that whole like best friend brother trope vibe happening. Dare I say perfect reading weather. I just finished my class and I have to do espanol homework right now, and I'd rather be reading. I think the plan is to try and finish this homework, and then I'm gonna binge This Summer Will Be Different just to get as far as I can. It's a pretty quick read, honestly. Like I feel like the chapters are short and you flow through them so quick. I'm already on page like 60 and it feels like I'm not even into the book yet, and I love that. I found that I've loved that. You're a killer. You killed a mouse and you want me to touch you. It's sick. I don't know what you want from me. You make cat soup, but you just, like, I can't touch you. You're dirty. I'm like halfway through. I could cry right now. This man. The vibes are kind of different now. I made it to page 203. It's 1 in the morning right now. I'm gonna go to bed. hopefully I'm gonna finish tomorrow. I think that'll be the last book I read for the month of June, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm loving this book. I think this is Carly Fortune's like redemption arc for me in my brain, because I liked her book Every Summer After, but like I said, it was very similar to Love and Other Words, and I didn't like that, but I still liked it. I just was kind of being like picky about it. But this one I love. Like, I love this book. I love Felix. I love him and Lucy and just like their little moments together and the things like Felix says to her, theories of what's happening, and like why Bridget randomly went to the island to go back home. I'm currently on page 265 and stuff's about to go down, and I think my theories are about to be answered, so I'll let you know. I called it. What can I say? I literally called it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Carly Fortune. I want to say Fortune. I think it's Fortune. No way. No way. Like, what? I'm not even done yet. I had a feeling. What's the point of this? Like, we were in, like, I can't even speak about this because it's like kind of a spoiler. Is it a spoiler? Okay, well, anyways. We still have, I'm on page 284. I'm actually, like, my jaw's on the floor. I'm sad. I'm just speechless. That's what I am. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you guys read this book and you get to page 284, how you feel. If you've read this book and you get to page 284, please let me know how you feel. Comment down below, just share it with me. Actually, I don't know if you can, because then that's spoiling. Don't spoil anything. But I'm gonna do little mini check-ins because I only have 12 minutes remaining on my SD card and my other one's full, and I need to finish this book. So I will come back if something changes or my mood shifts. But like, we were so close to being happy. We were very close. Okay, I'll come back. Is this what heartbreak feels like? I hate this. And part of me is like, this could be a 5-star. And then I'm like, you know what? I hate this ending. This ending's so stupid. And I'm like, maybe it's a 4.75. But I'm really feeling these emotions. Carly Fortune's doing a really good job. You know, she's doing a pretty good job with this stuff. So I'm gonna keep reading and experience these emotions. So thought I'd update you guys. I just had dinner with my family and I've had some time, I guess, to digest my thoughts on the book. I finished The Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, and just, am I saying her Fortune? I finished her book and I am going back and forth right now between a rating. I also want to go back through and highlight stuff that I underlined and whatever, because I just love this book so much, and I didn't, like, I figured going into this I would enjoy it. Maybe not as much as I would other books, but I love this book. I definitely love this more than her first one that I read of hers. Even though that one was good, I just, like I said before, the story was very similar to Love and Other Words. But this one I don't think I've really read a book similar to, but I love this book. I don't know what to rate it. I'm about to do my Goodreads. I think I'm either gonna do it a 4.75 or 5-star. But I don't have that like 5-star feeling, but I feel like I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while. But I also feel like I'll forget about it very soon. Not in like a bad way, it's just like it might slip my mind. Because also when I checked back in and I was like, this is stupid, like I hate how bad this is turning right now. I liked how it fixed itself, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it without like spoiling anything, but I liked the resolution to whatever happened, and I thought it was really cute. I just love this story. So honestly, this is probably a 5-star. This is also how I felt with Not in Love. I love Ali Hazelwood's writing and I love that book. I love everything about it, but I didn't get that 5-star feeling. But I don't want it to not be a 5-star. So I don't know. This is like a 4.75, 5-star for me. An enjoyable book. It's a good book. I think people should read this. I loved Felix. I know I always talk about the main male characters and how I say that I love them, but I do love Felix. You can see the growth of each characters too, for Lucy and Felix in the book, and how each time they meet each other, they're different as people, and yet their relationship's still a little bit the same, and they keep repeating the stuff that they say they're not gonna do, and how it's like, this summer will be different. I love how emotionally mature Felix is, but like, I even feel like Not in Love, Eli was very emotionally mature and like self-aware of those emotions of himself and Rue. And Felix was like that with Lucy, and he was very caring. And there was a part in the book, oh, this is what he says. And I love this. I don't know why I love this, but he says, so this is on page 285. It's not spoiling anything. I'm just gonna read like a little small quote from it. So this is Felix. He says, I want us to have our own full days and come back and talk about them together. And I think that's so sweet. And I think in books sometimes it could be like very quick and I mean like unrealistic of we're dating and now we're sharing an apartment together and we're in love and now we're engaged. It's like that might not happen in real life. And I feel like this was very accurate. I love how he considered Lucy's feelings and his own and did it in a way that was smart and realistic and mature and just, I don't know. I love this. And he was sweet. He read books, he read novels, classics, he wrote in the margins. And there's just so many cute little things they did in this book that showed that they knew each other on an emotional level. Even the aspect of friendship in this book really tugged at my heartstrings. So I just got back from the mall with my mom. We went and got lunch. We had a little girls' day. So we went to Barnes, as you guys saw. But I got 3 books, and they're all great. First book that I found when we first got there, Powerful. This is Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This is a novella. It's a little small version, very cute. I'm assuming that she's gonna have more novellas, and they're all gonna be like little size because like compared to that it's a little baby. The second book I was scouring for, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. They didn't have this at the Barnes when I went there in the last video when I went, and I looked it up online and said it's available at the one that I was at. I found the author in the bookshelf area because this is a fantasy, and I was like, that's the author's name, where is the book? And then I turned around and it was on the table. So here it is. I'm so excited. I've seen so many people like cry about this. Apparently it's about Addie LaRue. I think she meets people and they forget about her right away, and then she meets someone and they remember her. So it's like a little like, check this out. It says now for the first time in paperback. Yay! So I got that, and then the final book I got was The 4 Agreements. I found this off of TikTok, and you know I'm a little self-help girly. Apparently this is The 4 Agreements offers a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. I was reading the comments of the video and they said that this book was just really good and they offered a lot of insight on different stuff, so I'm looking for another book to wow me like Atomic Habits did. Barnes is like so expensive, and I get it because they're like a bookstore or they're whatever. All of this, guess. I want you to guess. Just like really guess. $52. $52 for 3 books? Now imagine those guys on TikTok buying their girlfriends as many books as they can hold in 2 minutes. That would make them poor. Oh my gosh, like good for them if they could do that. But like, I saw $50, I was like, wow. I had a $50 gift card from Christmas, so it wasn't that bad, but I was just like, dang, that's like a hefty amount. So I'm listening to Powerless on audiobook on Spotify. Tell me why I love this book so much. Powerless is so good. If you have not read Powerless, please read Powerless because you are going to read it at the perfect time because Reckless, the second book of it, is coming out July 2nd. But yeah, that's why I'm re-listening to it so I can jog my memory of what happened. But Kai, oh, okay. I am very close to finishing this book. I'm on page 487. And if you've read this book and you know what happens, but I just freaked out. Not doing well because this book's going to be the death of me. It's 12/19. I am going to finish it. So I just finished Powerless. Tell me why every time I read that book, 5-star automatically, obviously. Kai just has me giggling and smiling. I'm like downstairs with my headphones on, making breakfast, and I'm just like giggling in the kitchen. I can't tell my mom and dad that. Like, they wouldn't understand Kaiser. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't. I text my friend May, I go, May, like, my family will never understand. I'm giggling in the kitchen right now. Like, this is embarrassing. This is so bad. July 30th. 2 more days before we get to see more Kai. I'm so excited because here's some things that I almost forgot about. I forgot about Blair. We need to figure out how Peyton's gonna handle her if she does. And I'm curious what the 3rd book could be. Okay, so I have read 24 out of my 50 books and I'm currently back on track for my goal. It's amazing. I think I've read 14 books this month. And a lot of that was also audiobooks, but I also read about 5 or 6 physical books. I'll delve into more of this once I do my wrap up, but that's basically it. I'm gonna start Powerful, but that'll probably be in the July video. So stay tuned for that. I'm also probably gonna make a whole separate video for Reckless because it's deserving of its own content. So